Hey everybody, it's the Last Robokai here, and welcome to the final episode of the first DLC of the Daud campaigns. This is such a mouthful. It's the Knife of Dunwall, and it's the final one of that. The next section is the Brigmore Witches, and it is a heck of a finale. I quite like it. It's not anything particularly amazing or particularly original. In fact, it's a complete retread of an area we've been before, and we don't get to explore that much of it either. But it's still pretty good, so joining us in the adventure in retreading.
Yo dudes, it's Cool Guy, and I'm looking forward to seeing how many bodies are racked up here, because the only thing I've heard is it's a very small area, and Dunwall is packed with many dudes here, so I am going to crack a beer and expect great things.
And I get no kick from champagne.
I need whiskey now.
I don't even know.
There's two options there. You should know one of them.
Jessamine Caldwell's hands were all that was holding this city together. With her dead, this city was a fast disintegrating web of guardsmen, overseers, nobles, weepers. Maybe this was the world the outsider was trying to show me all along. For years, I'd held together a shadowy band of ex-mercenaries, street kids, and refugees through discipline and a bit of black magic. On the fringes of a city that ate up innocence and weakness. Maybe today was the end of that small world. I thought of Jessamine Caldwell's hands shuddering as she lost her grip on life. Whatever doom was coming, I deserved it. My people.
Dun dun dun.
That was Billy, wasn't it?
That was Billy. I told you she was a nice black lady. So yeah, we got some things to get, because this is the final mission, and it does dump a whole lot of hilariousness on you. I don't have to worry too much about gear, though I do load up on a lot of it, rather than, no favors, obviously, because
You own this place.
yeah, it would be really weird if you were getting people to do those sorts of favors here. So let's load ourselves up on some explosive bolts, because they are always fantastic.
Ugh.
Get ourselves some regular bolts, because we're going to need those too. Because, as we know, Daud's base is an extremely, it's like a lot of gaps, a lot of places to bounce to. Yeah, I don't have enough money to get any more upgrades. But who cares? There's still the Brigmore Witches, so whatever.
Man, choke dust is hilarious.
Choke dust is so good and so handy. And I imagine you'll probably be making a lot of use of it on Low Chaos, because this mission does not fuck around.
Yeah, if this is half as rough as I think it's gonna be, I'm gonna need every stun mine and every sleep dart and every grenade of choke dust I can get.
Daud, we've been attacked by overseers. The base is lost. The men are scattered, some captured by the overseers, and their leader is in your chambers as we speak. If we can regroup and take out their leader, I believe we can still drive them back.
I want to know how the bastards found us in the first place.
He's like, yeah, I don't know that.
We will find out, and the answer is probably what everyone's thinking right now.
I'm thinking High Overseer Campbell's betrayal.
No.
Oh, well then.
Have you not been paying attention?
No.
Well, that's something.
Alright, so as you know, we more or less come in where Corvo leaves at the end of sweeping through the place, which obviously hasn't happened yet.
Wait.
Were you looking for the... Okay.
I was looking for the painting.
Yeah.
I wanted to see if there was
there.
a painting there, and also if there was any money or anything, because it does carry over.
Your cashier carries over to Brigmore Witches?
Yes.
This is important information that I didn't have a minute ago.
It carries over. Basically, you can play it as a standalone, and it'll give you a little bit of money, but it'll carry over a save file, so everything else you've got does it as well. Yeah. So Overseer Hume is in charge of this operation, and he's jumped the gun apparently, which is interesting. Just thinking about how I'm going to go about this. Because I'm thinking I might start out, systematically eliminate some of these guys. What could possibly go wrong? And
You sound like Bubsy now. What could possibly go wrong?
So I'm thinking, yeah, I'll take this nice and carefully. I'll be as stealthy as I can be, and then.
What was that?
No. All right, we're done.
Awesome.
Hi, Chaos Run. Here we go.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
That was my trick. You learned that from me.
Just bonk you in the nose with the fucking thing.
That reminds me, I had a super weird dream a couple nights ago, where I was in some video game. It didn't look like any video game I'd ever played, where I just had to throw grenades back for like an hour and a half.
Which is something we haven't actually really shown off in this, is that you can actually pick up and throw grenades back. There's even an achievement for killing someone with it. I've never done it, and so have, like, most people who have played this game haven't done it.
Yeah, I imagine that's one that only like 1% of everybody who's ever played this game has gotten, and that's likely being generous.
Alright, so this place is absolutely crawling with overseers. Like that term is entirely an accurate thing to use as well, because there are so many of them, you might as well say they're like rats. So,
Yeah! Holy crap, did you see that guy fly? Gorgeous.
And then I overcook it and blow it up in my face. Let's try that
Too
again.
much of a good thing, Holmes.
They all know I'm here, but they're not actually stopping me, which is kind of funny. So I'm just gonna thin the herd a little bit before I go out there, because even with the body armor, I don't like my chances. Not with all the music boxes out there.
That's many mans. That is many mans.
Many music boxes.
Somebody is very careless with their aim. Whee!
No, I'm pretty sure he's not. Because I keep hearing the metal reflect noise, but he's shooting you.
So,
Yes.
yeah, what are you thinking? They're just like hitting the mask that Daud doesn't wear?
Like, is that the effect of body armor?
Ooh,
Could
nice
be.
one. No, the body armor's effect is just to uniformly decrease all of the damage that you take.
Okay, we have to do this at least once. Also, I'd like to call this episode the Wheel of Misfortune, because I do that a lot this episode.
Oh, that is
I
gorgeous, dude.
I spin the wheel and I decide how am I gonna murder this. I love this.
Dude,
Oh!
it's like a pendant. Whee!
And then zap.
Is it still there?
No, unfortunately not.
Oh,
There's actually, there isn't, like, so the best way to deploy an arc mine if you really want to have some fun to kill some people is you can actually stick it to a rat. Another thing there's an achievement for that not too many people have.
I'm probably gonna do that with a stun mine, because that sounds hysterical.
Yeah, basically you put it on a rat and someone walks past the rat and the rat doesn't die from it because it doesn't target rats.
When I find you, it's going to be bad. Got you now.
Yeah, each and every single of the captured... Oh, hi. What?
Hi!
Each and every single one of the captured assassins has a dude with a music box around, so you gotta take care of them. Some are easier to get rid of, some are not.
This is just a mess.
I'll read signs from your entrails. Damn! That's cold.
Yeah, he's gonna auger the shit out of me.
Okay,
we all know what's coming here. Yeah, we all know what's happening here.
Oh, man!
I don't know how that was a decapitating strike, because I'm pretty sure I hit him, like, below the shoulders, but I'll take it.
You hit him in the small of his back is where you hit him.
That was just how deep I cut. I came up through
Overseer
his
assault
insides
plan.
and slammed his head. Yeah, you look at that basically later as an objective, but I was very careful not to, because I didn't want to end this too soon. I wanted to murder everybody in the area, because it is a pretty short level. You don't go out to any of the other areas that Corvo gets into in the flooded district.
It's a noble goal.
Partially because this isn't even a flooded district. We're not flooded right now. Like, the flooding happens later. So you'll note that down below where usually you have to swim around, there's nothing.
There's just mans.
Just ground and mans and dudes in alleyways playing music boxes to disoriented assassins, which is nice.
Yeah, it's kind of cool that they brought that entire mechanic back after using it on Billy in the first mission.
You don't have to leave Hume for last either. You can go up and kill him now. I'm going to leave him for last, if only just because I feel it's appropriate. That doesn't mean I'm not going to go up and bother him once I sort of decide how I'm going to go.
just go up and act like a colossal asshole and then leave.
That is exactly what I do. Yes.
Good man. I'm I'm looking forward to this.
I kind of wanted to get over to the other side, see if I could get to the assassin without bothering Hume first, but it's impossible. That is actually one of our assassins posed that way. It's not the game ragdolling out, which is great. I appreciate that somebody's just sort of hung a guy by his foot from there.
Why not? Where are you?
Yeah, I don't want to disturb that guy with the music box that's down below. So eventually, I'm just gonna see. It's like there's an assassin down there. Like, okay, we'll have to go up via the building. I do a lot more running in this level because there's not a whole lot of things to look at today.
I appreciate that you got disoriented for just a second there. It seemed like I saw your mana flicker. Oh, right, you get off this time. Yeah, sure. That's how. That's
yeah,
how
they're
things work.
still looking for us.
Yeah, there we go.
There isn't any fight left in him.
Of course, he stops playing. So.
What a jerk.
Of course, stopping playing was probably a big mistake.
They're nothing in a stand-up fight.
You stay here long enough, they do have lots of things to say, and some of them have a lot of weird, mean things they do. But we're not going to bother with that. We're just going to we're gonna have some fun.
Get that blue drank. What the?
Can you imagine being the assassin and just watching that happen? Like, that would look pretty amazing.
I'll await your signal.
Alright, see you later.
I'd have to go back and watch it again, but I wonder if that assassin was moving in real time since he shares your powers.
It's entirely possible. You try to bend time around Daud as Corvo, and obviously, like we showed off in the mainline Let's Play, he does not slow down.
It does freeze the other assassins when you do that as Corvo, though.
That is a good point. So take less damage from falls. Now there's a bone charm I could benefit from having.
That's a bone charm that would work really well in this level, to be honest.
Yeah, well,
there's a lot of this is more vertical than it is horizontal. That's for sure.
Oh, hello, dude.
All my stuff. That's my stuff. It's my mine. It's my health drink.
I still really appreciated that you stuck it right on his throat like it was a freaking pendant. Like Final Fantasy looked at that and was just like, huh, maybe I should think about that. Okay, sure.
Yeah, well, it's like I said, like so long as I'm, swinging the sword in the general distance, those guys are gonna die while they're unaware.
You just sort of absent-mindedly scratch their necks with your sword.
I really gotta stop walking up and trying to hit those guys with the sword.
Thought your victims never saw you. So much for the legend.
Well, it's not like this is just annoying. It's like how many in the room you got?
Step.
All right, so here I try and be clever and throw it back, but sadly it doesn't get the job done.
That was still pretty cool though.
Yeah, so that's what it looks like when you pick it up, like no hands or anything. Anyway, I'm gonna leave Hume and his buddies alone because I want to go rescue some more of my guys.
Also, Hume is
I'll watch for your sign.
Hume is hilariously arrogant. He's just like, ho ho, the most clever one ever.
Yeah, he's very up himself, and it makes sense because he's the guy that basically decided to come out and jump the gun on this. Alright, so this is another achievement that you can get that I'd never actually bothered to get previously because obviously the only other time I played this was Low Chaos, and you're not murdering everybody. But yeah, you get up here. There's a guy hopefully walking around below you there.
This is gonna be great. Good night, Gracie.
Message from the Empress.
Beautiful, Holmes. Beautiful.
Nothing but love.
Also, nothing but blade.
Yeah, nothing but blade. I am so glad I stuck the landing on that. For a second there, as I was going down, I'm like, I don't see the icon. I don't see the icon. Fuck, 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 fuck.
Yeah, that would have murdered the crap out of you.
This is a waste. These ones never talk.
Okay, so this guy's still playing the music, so you can't just do what I did previously.
Just slide into the middle and drop it.
This is hilarious, and I have no apologies for what I'm about to do.
Paying attention. I am going to pull the pin in a moment. No one will even.
Yeah, so he has actually pulled out a grenade, and
oh lord.
Nice.
Well.
Fucked up, but nice.
I'm sorry, buddy, but that was too cool not to do.
That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny.
I was just like, wow, the explosion radius on that's actually a lot wider than you would think. I was like, I know I'm gonna get shit for that, but at the same time, how can you get shit for that?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you wouldn't. Yes, I'm disappointed that you didn't hold after your assassins that way. But by the same token, that I would have really been disappointed if you had just forfeited that explosion bouquet.
Yeah, like who puts a live grenade in front of me like that? Seriously, come on.
What the fuck did you expect to happen? Sup, buddy?
Certainly not him anymore. There's not actually. It's interesting because like when you come up here later, there's like a big garbage bin and stuff. I guess that's something that gets swept down when the place floods.
I guess so. There's also I can't remember if it's a rune or a bone charm, but there is an outsider toy over there.
Mm-hmm. Bone charm, I believe. Dude basically laying dead with the bone charm, and you can't really access this area when the flooding starts. I believe they block it off.
That is correct. There's a big old there's a big old like big pile of debris in the way.
Yeah, damn.
Yes, thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Words are very difficult sometimes.
Cool guy, not only bad at video games,
also bad at words. That one really should not be a mystery at this point.
Switch up.
Oh man, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh look. Now, I don't realize the time, but I did actually successfully summon the assassins. I summoned a second one as well, and he just left. But that doesn't matter because that takes care of him.
Well, I love how they salute you before they leave. I never noticed that before. Whee!
have you milked all the carnage you can from this level?
No. God, no. There is still one guy left.
Yeah, if nothing else, or if you should be able to see that there's a little bit less than 10 minutes left on this video, and know that we're not even remotely done.
There's one overseer left. It's this guy. It's this idiot. This clown shoes.
I'll be fine. I'm just gonna take a crack at Daud, and everything will be great.
I appreciate the key we have unlocked
Yeah.
everything. I appreciate they just give us a key so that we can unlock all of our stuff at the beginning of the level.
Really kind of reinforces that, yeah, this place is yours.
Okay, hold it. Okay.
Man, that's cool.
I love you, RoboKai.
It's the salute. It's the
Yeah,
salute.
no, that was the. I'm not even mad about that one. That his assassin saluted him and he saluted back. Also, God damn, Holmes.
Damn.
Oh god. Fly like an eagle. Fall like
Playing
a
too
rock.
much of this for a clean-up detail. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now we can go get that letter that he dropped. Oh yeah, actually we got a little bit about stuff. Like this is
Copper
stuff
spoon.
Daud wrote before he left, about how he's really trying to figure out what the fuck is up with this Delilah. What's he got to do? Like is killing her gonna help me avoid what the outside is gonna do? And he's got a little bit of thing about Billy Lurk and how she really lives up to her name because she just hangs around. There's like she's quite odd. She doesn't really fraternize with the other assassins. It's and like she always seemed quietly curious, but lately she's been getting a little more curious and going through his stuff.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Just gonna see if I can get full bend time yet. Nope.
No, that requires many runes.
It actually requires considerably less here.
Yeah.
But still, I don't have enough. Just one last look around, make sure I haven't missed anything, which I haven't. You know, hooray!
You're doing better than me.
And there we go. Yeah. So they had a temporary headquarters set up. That was, I've been there already, so we gotta go read that now to learn about it.
Oh, fine. It's just like I already know everything that's going on there, but if I must.
Yeah, if I must. The rat's eating somebody, that's always good. The cleanup crew's in order.
That's what you want to call it.
Well, you know what? The entirety of this Daud DLC, I don't think any of them have actually bitten me.
Well, they sure as hell tried earlier in this episode, but you were just kind of dancing out of their reach.
Yeah, well, like sometimes you just gotta respect the space, and I'll give them
Is that
the
what we're
they
calling
need.
it now?
Yeah, the get eaten space,
Sure.
the screaming and flailing around, going
Screaming
space.
intensifies.
So yeah, that's apparently how they got here. They dropped off at the refinery, sailed their way in.
District. But the overseers here didn't stick to the plan. Someone must have tipped them off.
Yeah, they heard that you weren't in the area, so they decided to come in, organs turning, is probably the best way to put it.
That also sounds like the worst way to put it.
What is your will?
And he's like your high chaos, low chaos choice.
Your orders?
Cut them down.
Master Daud.
Fulimos.
Alright. So we're pretty much towards the end here now. That takes care of that problem.
Give me a report.
I see you nodding.
Your leader is dead. We gave his body to the river crusts. His forces were utterly destroyed. Any survivors have fled. They were planning a larger assault, but this group of overseers attacked early, without the others from the Abbey.
Where's Lurk?
I'm here. I was held up. The overseers had us trapped. They've... Oh. You.
Oh.
Me.
What up,
Everything's
Copper
falling
Spoon?
into place. Though I'd hoped the Overseers would be capable of finishing you in one try. Overseer Hume was just a little too ambitious. Fortunately, I still have one card left to play. Lurk?
Sorry, Daud, but you knew this was coming. Even if you didn't think it was so soon. You've been slipping ever since the Empress died. It's my time now.
Yeah, okay, Starscream.
I was gonna say!
Your men are
Series of unfortunate Starscreams.
dark-eyed friend has lost interest in helping you.
Quiet, Delilah. You're right, but I'm going to show respect. Daud, blades out.
And you're an
We'll
idiot.
do this properly.
Seriously, Billy. Whoa!
Yeah, she's got some tricks.
I was about to ask how the hell do you think this is gonna end for you, and then that happened.
Yeah, so she's got
Ooh.
a blink, she's got a scream that can knock you backwards, she slings dark bolts of energy at you.
Man, this is
Other
a
than that,
cool
there's...
fight.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's a fantastic fight. I find I have to jump because I can never tell where she's going to end up. And most of your bag of tricks will work on it too. Like, as you can see, bolts hit her nicely. You can probably hit her with exploding bolts because, parrying works.
Nice!
Yeah. I find my rhythm.
Well scouted, Holmes.
Choke dust works. I didn't get a chance to really test the arc mine. Also, she's right behind me and about to hit me while I'm having thinking, because it doesn't actually freeze. Sadly, it doesn't seem like it works, because it's wound up and it didn't zap her, so I guess they didn't want you to end it too quickly.
Yeah, I imagine a whole bunch of things that otherwise instantly kill.
It's our nature.
Biggest disappointment, can't plant the arc mine on her face. Really disappointed. Oh well.
Yeah, well.
I'd pull that face too if someone was about to stab me. The googly eyes.
I just try to force my eyes out in different directions.
You once told me Billy Lurk was your finest pupil. Fast and strong with a sharp mind. It's no accident she was the only woman you ever trained. And she proved even more ruthless and deceptive than you thought. But she was no match for you. This is why, in a city of horrors, parents will scare their children with the legend of Daud, the knife of Dunwall, who never chose sides, who preyed on the city's lords, who never swore fealty, who brought down overseers, once even an empress. I wonder what the final chapter will be. What happens to scary monsters in the end?
It's a really cool screenshot at the end there.
Oh shit.
Obviously, that isn't quite where the story ends. We still have the 3 levels of the Brigmore Witches left to go, but that was High Chaos of the Knife of Dunwall.
Man, I am really looking forward to doing that Low Chaos, because that was an incredibly well put together level.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a level they already had previously. They just, changed it a little bit, took the water level down, denied you access to the rest of it, but it still allowed them to basically craft a really nice challenge. It's a challenge map in its own way. It doesn't give you any, super deadlines or anything like that. You just gotta free your buddies, if you want to, and kill Hume, and, and see where your choices have led you so far. Obviously, Low Chaos, it plays out a little differently.
I really appreciate that they took the time to make an interesting and satisfying boss fight, because in a number of ways the boss fight with Daud between him and Corvo ended up not being quite as satisfying, simply because Daud didn't have any abilities that Corvo hadn't already seen before. Billy, on the other hand, I mean, obviously you heard my reaction. She surprised me not half a second into the fight with her.
Yeah, she has a. I liked the blink shoulder check she does. I thought
that was really cool.
I was just like, oh crap, she's serious about this.
Yeah, the game doesn't get too many opportunities if you're playing a Low Chaos, really super stealthy way of playing, to show off the fact that it's actually got a really robust sword playing sort of thing going. And thankfully, if you're doing High Chaos like I am, you get to fight Billy Lurk. You get to see like that wasn't just she teleports around and shoots shit. Like that's the thing that a lot of boss fights would do, is it's like you spend your time fighting enemies a certain way, and then when you get to the boss behaves differently. The tools that you would normally use, suddenly it's immune to or anything. Billy is completely susceptible to pretty much all of the tools that you have. She's susceptible to your bolts, she's susceptible to your grenades, your choke dust. You get into sword clashes with her just as you would a regular guard. It is really good design, because all of your tools are still getting used. I think a lot of boss fights and a lot of other games don't do that. And yeah, and it's fun. Like when she did that was my first time fighting her, and I was just like, yeah, holy crap, this is actually really fun.
Man, that was incredibly fun to watch. Well, I'm looking forward to trying to disassemble the level on my terms. Of course, we all know how that went when I tried to do it in Eminent Domain, so hopefully I have a slightly better luck, but I'm not counting on it.
I mean, at this point, you're free of the need to do clean hands, so...
Sort of.
All I can say is, take a lot of choke dust, sleep darts, and stun mines, and you'll probably be okay.
Yeah, that's basically the idea. Particularly stun mines are hilariously handy if you start getting chased, because you're just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna drop this on a wall as I'm running away. People come around and just like, boom! I gotta try that rat thing too.
So yeah, we've got that, and we've also got the Dunwall City Trials video. It's pretty much done, so we'll be doing some commentary on a lot of that too. So that's something for everyone to look forward to. Until then, I've been the Last Robot Kai.
I've been Cool Guy.
And I've been Orb.
And this has been the Knife of Dunwall. We'll see you all in the Dunwall City Trials, the low chaos version of the Knife of Dunwall, and the Witches of Brickmore coming soon.